Ready?
Let me get it out. Alright, hi guys, and welcome back to another FM Wonder Bros podcast. We are now going through the Gameweek 6 games and reviewing them. Starting off with a big game, Chelsea versus Man City. What did you think of that one?
So obviously it was meant to be the best game of this weekend, realistically. Two massive sides. I thought it underperformed heavily from one side in particular. I thought Chelsea were very, very, not sloppy, sloppy's the wrong word, but weren't on top of their game. I thought they only had one, maybe two clear-cut chances that they could have scored from, whereas City were very dominant in the game.
Yeah, I think it's because Chelsea just parked the bus. I don't know if you thought
Yeah,
that,
they
but I
did.
thought Chelsea very much just played very, very defensive and parked the bus. And
What did you think of the goal?
um, it was a bit of a meh goal. It wasn't the best. It was a bit,
Like,
bit
obviously,
lucky.
it was Cancelo who took the first strike, didn't he?
Yeah,
But then I have to give Gabriel Jesus some credit. His footwork on the ball, once it came to him, once it dropped to him, was very, very good.
yeah,
I, I thought it was a sloppy goal, realistically.
yeah. But I just think at the end of the day, Chelsea went out with the wrong tactics, and
Yeah,
City were just so much stronger than them. But Grealish looked good. I thought Grealish looked
he,
very good.
he had a few chances that Mendy saved, or he just put past the post. So,
Yeah.
overall, he played quite well.
Alright, let's move on to United versus Villa.
That sigh says it all, mate.
Yeah, it's depressing.
From your point of view, how did the game go?
Mate, we were dreadful. Like, absolutely dreadful. The amount of mistakes we were making was just outrageous.
I think the one that stood out to me was when Harry Maguire passed it back to David De Gea and he had to literally slide to get it, and he passed it straight to Ollie Watkins, I think it could have been.
Yeah, and Ollie Watkins should have scored there. Villa should have
Yeah,
won about 3-0.
I think that they've looked in the very good in the last few games, Villa.
Definitely. But Target missed a sitter. Then Ollie
Yeah,
Watkins missed that. And yeah, we just made too many mistakes.
I don't know how you feel about this, but I think Maguire should have been sent off
Oh, for the pull.
for the pull. Yeah, I
Yeah. He was
I
last
think it
man,
would have
wasn't
been harsh, but he could have been classed as the last offender.
he? Yeah. What do you think of the penalty miss? Was it on purpose?
Oh, it was a brilliant penalty. It's the best penalty I've ever seen, mate.
Do you, do you reckon? Because I've heard lots of people saying it's because the players want Ole out. Do you reckon that's true, or do you reckon he's
No,
just fluffed it?
I just think he fluffed it, to be fair. I loved seeing him fluff it, though.
I, d-
Brilliant penalty.
I didn't. I didn't at all.
But realistically, I thought from the word go, Ronaldo should be your
The
penalty
penalty
taker.
taker, definitely.
But because Bruno had so much success last year, they've kept him this year, and obviously the first penalty that he's taken, is it the first penalty?
Yeah. First penalty we've had this season.
And he's fluffed it. So,
Yeah, he should be off penalties now. Give it Ronaldo.
yeah, yep.
Um, yeah, I can't be bothered to talk about United anymore. It hurts too much. Everton versus Norwich. Would
I think both of us knew that Everton were going to beat Norwich.
Yeah, Norwich is definitely going down.
I have to say now that they just haven't looked good. Decore's looked good all season. I'm glad I put him in my fantasy team.
Takura is a baller.
Yeah, I'm just so glad that he's in my fantasy team now. So,
What did you make of
what
the
did
penalty?
I was just about to say that. I thought that Alan was already going down, but there was contact there.
Yeah, I would have given it a penalty.
Yeah, I think it was a harsh one to give because he was already going down and looked for it.
Yeah,
But it was such a sloppy thing from Kabak.
yeah,
Like, you don't swing a leg like that in the penalty area unless you're 100% sure you're
you're
going
gonna
to
get the
win the
ball.
ball.
Yeah, yeah, that's literally all I've got written down for that game. Apart from Pickford is an angry man.
Uh, You know who I thought played quite well for Norwich was that Norman. He had a few good chances and he made Pickford pull off a few great saves. So
Yeah,
interesting to see how he gets on.
it
Whether it
will
was a
be
one-off, like
one-off
okay
game.
game for him. Yeah,
Yeah. Alright, onto your team, Callum. Leeds West Ham.
mate, I've got a whole list for this, right? Start off with Leeds keeper Meslier. I think he is a top keeper.
He's class,
I
isn't he?
didn't. He is very good. I didn't like him because he was a Leeds player, but watching him in the beginning of the season, like properly, I appreciate him as a goalkeeper. I think he's brilliant, and should get a move soon
I think he
to a
will.
big club.
Yeah, especially when
Um,
Leeds get relegated this season.
yeah, because they haven't looked great.
They've looked
Leeds.
dreadful. There's been a few players who
Um,
have looked alright. One player comes to mind, scored against you,
Rafinha.
ran you about
Yeah,
the whole game. Rafinha was a baller, and he will definitely be leaving in summer.
yeah.
I don't see him
I
staying at Leeds.
I think West Ham had a few good chances. Pablo Fornals at the end of the first half, like in the first half particularly, we had a few chances, and Ben Rama at the beginning. But apart from that, we were very sloppy in the first half.
Yeah. What did you make of the Socek disallowed goal?
100% disallowed.
Yeah, it was definitely a foul.
Like Antonio can't be leading with his arms like that.
No, he's more or less just punched him in the face.
Yeah, yeah, basically. Um, I think our first goal, which was the own goal by Junior
I
Firpo,
thought that was so unlucky.
but his positioning, he was meant to be a left back. If you watch his positioning, he is tucked in so close to Cooper, I think it was.
Yeah,
What is he doing? Like realistically, he should be the one going out to close Jared Bowen down, not just sticking a leg out and letting the ball go into his own net.
yup.
And then our second goal. Oh, mate, the beauty link up between Declan Rice and Antonio was incredible.
Antonio is a baller. I do rate him.
I can't wait for his player of the month on FIFA to come out.
They better release one. If they don't release it, I will be depressed.
I will be as well.
Alright, you got anything else to say about that game?
I think that's everything, to be fair.
Alright, Leicester a 2-2 draw with Burnley.
Did you see Jamie Vardy's own goal?
I did, but he made up for
That
it.
is a strike. That is a striker's finish.
He did make up for it, to be fair.
Yeah, redemption was there from him.
We've only got two things written down for this game. One of them being Corn. His goal was very nice.
Cracking volley. Yeah.
And I've also got that Pope is so overrated.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing for that second goal.
He's so overrated. Everyone gives him so much praise, but he's not that good as everyone makes
I
out.
I did used to really like him as a goalkeeper, and I thought he should have been our number one over Pickford if he was fit for the Euros. However, I do agree with you now that he isn't amazing.
Yeah, I
Put
think
it put
he's
it
just like
nicely.
another like Jack Butland sort of player. They just young English keeper gets a little bit of hype and then just isn't that good.
Slowly fades away.
Literally.
I think that with what's Burnley's attacker, Dwight McNeil.
Yeah, young
I think
English,
he
isn't he?
I think he's overrated.
Because he's English and young.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you've said it the whole season that Leicester's defence has looked sloppy.
very sloppy.
And once again, it came to show at the weekend.
Yep.
What did you think of the disallowed, like, offside? Did you think Burnley had won it at the end?
No, I thought it was offside.
Oh, really?
Slightly.
I like it was so close, but at the time when watching it in real life, I was like, "Oh, they've beaten Leicester. Like, fair play to them." Then watching like replays and stuff like that, you can quite clearly see that he
It
is
is
offside.
offside, yeah.
So
Right, on to the Watford Newcastle game, 1-1 draw. Um, I thought Ben Foster should have done much better for the Longstaff goal. Like, he's
it was
got
a
to do
great goal.
better, but it should be an easy save because he got
Yeah,
hands to it. He literally just parried it in. Apart from
parried
that,
it into that top corner. Yeah,
apart from that, Ben Foster had a worldie of a game.
there was one point where Longstaff should have scored, where St Maximin rounded Foster. I thought Foster was in a bit of no man's land.
Yeah,
But apart from that, like you're saying, I think he had a very good game.
and another player that had a worldie was Saint Maximin. He is
Again,
a baller.
I've seen reports today that he's been linked to the likes of Liverpool, United, like big sides now.
That's not surprising.
He's had a cracking season so far.
He has. I rate him a lot. This is probably the biggest upset of the weekend. Brentford 3, Liverpool 3.
Oh, I think both of us said, well, you said it was going to be a high scoring game.
I put 3-2 Liverpool. I was one goal off.
And I said that it was going to be a draw. If we had merged the two predictions together, like,
We'd have got it.
yeah, could it easily been more goals though?
Yeah.
There was two cleared off the line, one for each side early on in the game.
Mm.
Um, like we were saying about Leicester this whole season, the last few weeks we've said that Liverpool's defence have looked sloppy.
And that has gone to show conceding 3 goals against newly promoted Brentford.
All credit to Brentford. They had to be in that game to. Liverpool just weren't Liverpool that we saw 2 years ago.
No.
Like,
I think Liverpool will get a few more games in the season, maybe like halfway or something, and they'll start to crumble with their lack of squad depth and all of that.
did you see the save that David Raya made for Diego Jota though?
No, I didn't see that one.
Mate, it is a world class save.
Is it?
Like, Jota should have finished it easily, and like Raya's like pushed it round the post.
Yeah.
Seriously, you need to like watch it. It's incredible.
I'll have a look.
But I think Brentford overall they played very, very well.
Yeah, I think Brentford will do. I've said it before. I reckon they'll do alright this season. They'll stay up.
I reckon out of the newly promoted sides, I reckon they've probably got the best chance of staying up.
Yeah. Um. What did you make of the Southampton losing 1-0 to Wolves?
I'm glad that Jimenez has scored.
Yeah, I'm happy for him after everything he's
I
been
think
through.
in the last year, I think the whole footballing community was happy to see him score,
Yeah.
apart from the Saints fans, obviously. However, should have Wolves won that game? No. I think Saints look so much better than Wolves did.
Yeah.
Don't know if you saw the assist from Sarr though.
No, I didn't see it, to be honest.
It was quite a good goal kick, and Jimenez just brought it down. But Sarr made one mistake, and I was like, "Oh, he's looking dodgy this game."
Yeah.
Then he pulled it back with a few worldy saves again, and it's just like for keepers, that's their job.
Yeah.
No one appreciates what a goalkeeper does realistically.
No, they don't. Unless it's like an actual worldy of a save. And they might be like, oh, that was a great save, whatever. But nah, I agree with you there. Keepers are like, just get,
I think
yeah.
keepers and defenders are the most like underrated positions on the pitch,
Yeah.
and I think Sarr had the one of the best games on that pitch on Saturday. Is it Saturday? Sunday it was,
Sunday.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember watching it. I wasn't at work, so yeah, it was a good game. But I think Southampton should have won it out of the two sides, so it was unfortunate for them.
Yeah. Alright, I changed my mind. This was the shock result of the weekend. Arsenal beating Tottenham 3-0.
Have you watched it?
Um, I watched bits of it with my dad.
'Cause your dad's an Arsenal fan, isn't he?
He is. And he was very
Is he
happy.
like, yeah, I was about to say, was he like jumping for joy and stuff?
He was.
I thought Tottenham were just very, very poor.
Tottenham have looked very poor in the last 3 games. I mean,
They've
they've conceded
conceded
nine
three
goals.
goals.
Nine
Yeah,
goals in
three
three
goals in every
games.
game.
And they've gone from top of the league to,
Being
was it ninth?
low, lower than that, I think they're 10th.
Oh, well, 10th then. Yeah.
They're the
Below
only
Arsenal now.
side
Yep, I saw this.
to be top of the league and then in 3 games' time be below who was bottom of the league when they were top of the league.
It's bad.
That's a Tottenham stat if you like.
That is. Tottenham are. Tottenham are Tottenham. That's all I can say. They're just.
Harry Kane, don't know what it is. Harry Kane just doesn't look like the Harry Kane that we've seen last few seasons.
I think it's
Whether it's
because he
because
didn't get his
he had his
transfer.
heart, yeah, whether he had his heart set on that transfer and obviously it didn't come through. Could it be that or what? I don't actually know.
Yeah, I have no clue, but he definitely. This time last year, he would have probably scored, what, 4 or 5 goals? And
Yeah.
assisted a lot more. He's done nothing this year.
All credit to Arsenal though, they played very well.
They did.
I've always slagged off Aaron Ramsdale,
He
but
made that
some
worldy of a save. That was a
some of
worldy
the
save.
I think he made two great saves during the game.
The one where he
You
tipped it
just
onto the bar.
Yeah, that one.
That was
And
outrageous.
there was another one. I can't remember how early on in the game it was, but both of them were really good saves. So got to give him credit for that.
Yeah. Alright, let's move on to the last game. Palace and a 1-1 draw with Brighton.
I've said it for the last 3, 4. I think it's since the Brentford game. Conor Gallagher is an incredible player. I think next year he should stay at Chelsea and fight for his place at Chelsea. Obviously, Palace have only got him on loan this year.
Yeah.
But I think he's been Palace's bright spark this whole season. He won them the pen um, on Monday night, which was a clear penalty.
Yeah, and wasn't it Zaha who converted it?
Yeah,
And then went and cupped his ears to the Brighton fans.
yeah, because Brighton have and Palace and they're like a derby.
Yeah. And then Neil Maupay goes and scores in the last minute and goes and cups his hands to the Palace fans. And I swear he said something like, I swear he said something about them getting relegated. I
What
swear I
did you
read that.
think? Probably like Palace, a Palace at the moment. What
Yeah.
did you think of the Brighton goal? Because I thought it was a poor goal kick. Then the Palace defence just went to sleep.
Yeah. I've yeah, they've got to do better, haven't they?
Both teams
Especially
did have,
especially that late on in the game, 1-0 up.
yeah,
You just got
both
us.
teams did have very good chances during the game, and either side could have won it. And that's why I think a draw was a fair result. But like we're saying, Palace defence 1-0 up so late on in the game shouldn't be going to sleep like that.
No. But yeah, it was quite a good week of football, wasn't it? A few good
It's
games.
interesting.
It
Yeah.
was. A few upsets. Alright, well, anyway, guys, we shall see you in the next one for our predictions for what is it going to be game week 7? Jesus, we're getting through it.
Yeah, getting through the season quickly though.
Alright, we shall see you later.
See you later.